Good morning. Welcome to the Overtaxed Taxpayer channel. Hey, listen, if you like my videos, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, support the channel. I'm actually listening to the news now, the whole Trump and Ukraine thing. Let me turn it down. It's getting to be a joke. It's getting to be a fraud. Not getting to be, it has been. Nancy Pelosi, they won't take a vote on impeachment. Why? This is not what the news is not even telling you. Why? Well, they want to keep their whistleblowers' identity hidden. Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats, they want the power to subpoena everybody they want. Although they really don't have, you really don't have the power unless you put the impeachment to a vote. And it's constitutionally voted upon and approved. But yet they're handing out subpoenas to everybody, expecting them to come forward and show all their information. See, when you put a vote forward, and if it's approved, if it's voted on, that gives the Republicans the same power. Right now, the Republicans have no power to start subpoenaing, I can't even speak, handing out subpoenas to the Dems. They can't subpoena the whistleblowers. If they put it to a vote, and it gets voted on and approved, it gives the Republicans the same subpoena powers. They don't want that. They want to keep, the Dems want to keep all their witnesses, all their evidence hidden from the Republicans, hidden from your eyes, so you can make an intelligent decision on your own. By the way, I'm heading to work. It's getting darker as the winter months approach. Don't worry, I'm driving safely. I'm looking that way. The camera's right there. Always get emails. Oh, you shouldn't drive like that. You're distracted. You're gonna cause an accident. These people, I'm looking that way. The camera's that way. Relax, everything is okay. Except for that little baby crawling across the road. I just ran it over. Speed bump. But this Ukraine thing, this is not, how do I say this? The news is a big infomercial now, and it always has been, especially more so when it comes to the presidential campaigns. They put up phony polls. I'm going to get into that for a second. These polls tell you how other people are thinking, because you're too busy working a 9-hour job maybe and just don't have the time to do your own research. Oh, the polls. And these people in the polls that were polled must have done their research, and they say this person is in the lead. Well, I'm going to vote for whoever's in the lead. There's a few reasons why they do that. Again, out of laziness for doing their own research. They figure these polls are honest and that the people polled have made an educated decision. But that's not the case. These polls are manufactured. A lot of times you see them in malls. These old men and old women that are approaching you in the malls. Hey, can you answer a few questions? You've seen them before. They have the power to skip over you and go to the next person because you might be wearing a Trump t-shirt, or you might be wearing an American flag t-shirt, or you might be wearing an NRA t-shirt. They have the power to alter their polls, providing that there is a poll. They can go to a demographic area and just do their polling there in one of their malls, strip malls or whatever. These polls are just designed to make you believe somebody is winning. And it's normally whom they pick. Another reason why people follow polls. People inherently want to be on a winning team. Please understand this. People love to be on a winning team. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to pick a president who's worthless just to be on a winning team, because that's not going to happen. People don't want to go to work the next day, or they have this inherent, they might not even notice it. They have this slight embarrassment when they go to work the day or two after the presidential vote. You know, the president gets picked, selected. You got a winner. Oh yeah, I voted for the loser. Yeah. They have this inherent need to be on a winning team. And I'll say it again, a lot of times they don't even notice it. So they go and they listen to the polls. Oh, this one's winning? Oh. And they pick them. Those presidents are picked. They're hand-picked for you to pick from. And that's what went wrong with this last presidential nominee and selection. It wasn't who the gatekeepers, the key keepers selected for you to select from. All the polls showed him losing, not just by a little bit, showed Trump losing by a landslide. And they were selling it and selling it so you would not pick him. People got tired of past elections and got tired of the similarities between the two selections that were always put in front of them, and they went with Trump this time. This went against the gatekeepers. This went against the people who feel they own this country. This went against everything they promised you growing up as a kid. Remember growing up as a kid, and it started in kindergarten school. You do your homework and you eat your peas and your vegetables, and you can grow up to be whatever you want to be. And you can pick your own president. This is a free country, and they sold it. Yeah, you could pick your own president. You could pick your own president. You don't like the way things are going? You can vote. You can vote. You can vote all the way from kindergarten school. You can vote. You can change this country. Just vote. Eat your vegetables and study hard. You could be whatever you want to be. It was bull crap. Bull crap. You could pick whomever they say you can pick from. And normally the two people that you get to pick from are 99.9% the same. They might differ on, let's say, one thing like abortion. But everything else is identical. It's like holding up two sheets of paper, different colors, and one slightly bigger than the other. They're transparencies. You put them together, and they're the same damn color, except for that little teeny overlapping edge. That's what the two presidents are like nowadays, what they've been handing us for the last 2 or 3 decades. They're all the same, but some minute little difference that people are supposed to run out and choose between. I've said this once, if I haven't said it 1,000 times. Slavery never ended. It was perfected. And normally when you do the studies, psychological studies, a good slave is somebody who thinks they're free. They've done studies. Music. You know why they play music at work sometimes? They pipe it in the rooms. You know why? It's not for your convenience, it's not for your comfort. If you can get your mind off your work, you become more productive. You become a better slave. These people have rigged this country to where we're all slaves and we think we're free. They are the gatekeepers. They are the masters. And we decided to go outside of their system and pick Donald Trump. Polls. watching the news last night, even Fox News. 1/3 now 1/3 of Republicans being polled say there should be an impeachment inquiry. First of all, I haven't seen the polls. They never cite the poll to go to. And have you been polled? Because I know I haven't been polled. So 1/3 of Republicans now. And then this morning, miraculously, overnight, I'm doing my morning routine, shaving, and although this morning I didn't shave, I just took a shower, brushing my teeth. I'm listening to the news. Now overnight, from 1/3 overnight to 1/2 of Republicans polled now are getting on board with the impeachment. Who the hell's doing in polls in the middle of the night? I heard the 1/3 poll about 9 o'clock last night before going to bed. And then overnight, it jumped to 50%. This is all propaganda. It's all mental mind tricks. There are no polls. And I can guarantee you, if there was a poll, it was manufactured in a lab. If there was a real poll, you could probably look at the pollster and probably take a look at their past historical information, their polls from previous years, and you'll find them completely wrong. Just like all the Trump polls that said he was going to lose the presidency. Don't listen to this poll. Take a look at the company that's putting out the poll, and then they take a look at their past polls and how accurate they've been. It's all propaganda. It's for you to believe, 50% of the Republicans are getting on board with the impeachment? Maybe there's some reason behind this. Forget the transcript that I read. Forget the common sense. Listen to the polls. God, I'm a Republican, and 50% of the other Republicans being polled are for an impeachment process, and maybe I'm just stupid, and I should just go along with. That's what they want, for you to go along with the flow. Polls, I'll just end this by saying polls just show an illusion of a flow. Polls show an illusion of a flow, a mindset. And they want you to follow the flow. Don't think for yourself. You just listen to the polls, listen to the news. After all, it's illegal to put anything untrue on television, right? It's illegal to lie on television, right? Take care of yourselves.